Welcome to the second episode of Wings and Wine. My name is Derek Tibbs, aka The City Needs Me. Today we have my guest Shantae, the creator of Soul Health Chronicles. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks for having me, Tibbs.
I'm glad you're able to come today. Today for the wings, we do have wings from Sidelines in Millville. I only went to there one time, but they are very good. I would recommend that you check them out. For the wine today, we have True Myth. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, a red wine. I know you might be getting sick of the red wine, but that's what I like, so it doesn't matter. It's my show. So, Shantae,
What's up?
what was your inspiration for Soul Health Chronicles?
Well, I started 2 years ago. I was at work one day, not really working, at my previous job. So I'm a social worker, and my caseload was like out of control to where I was getting crazy burnout, and I would like cry on my way to work because I didn't want to be there. But that was like a fault of my own. I didn't have any like self-care or work or balance, and I was only like 24. I'm like, why am I stressing over a job? But I realized I wasn't stressing over work. I was putting too much stress on myself. So I would be taking work home and have a caseload of like 100 clients trying to help them with 50 million different things, but not helping myself first. So I was at work one day and I'm like, what can I do to implement self-care? Because I still have to work. I can't just quit my job because I'm feeling depressed or anxious. So I came up with Soul Health Chronicles. Right at work, I just started writing on my notepad and on my post-its, like I'm into fitness. And I get inspired when I see people working out and people working on themselves and their bodies. And it's not just about the physical benefit you get from working out, but it's also mental. So I started to do that, and I initially started to interview people that inspired my own journey. And then I started to do like fitness workouts and group workout challenges and stuff like that. So it just blossomed from there. Yeah.
That's pretty dope. So, you talked about the physical fitness and the mental part.
Mm-hmm.
What about the soul part? Where did that play into it?
So the soul part is it being like putting your heart into it. I didn't want to call it Heart Health Chronicles because that was kind of corny to me.
Yeah.
So and the soul is more like, you know, for the culture. So like just your soul, like being intent with your mind, body, and spirit.
Okay.
And health is about like overall like mental health, physical health, spiritual health, like your environment, financial health, any type of health. And then chronicle is that it's your own journey. So not comparing your journey or your chronicle, like your chapter of your book to anybody else. So I think that happens a lot and people get lost in other people's sauce, worrying about what they're doing or what they look like or how they got to where they are. But you should put that energy into what you want to do.
Okay.
So that's, you know, and I used to do that. I used to compare myself to other people about where I am in my career, my journey, or even my body. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
Like, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and if I want to change anything, whether it's my career, my body, anything, I can do that. But me worrying about what she's doing or what he's doing isn't going to change where I'm at.
Okay.
So I've done that, and I don't look back, and I'm selfish about it. So
That's a great outlook.
Yeah.
Especially with social media nowadays, because
Mm-hmm.
with social media, everybody's looking at what somebody else is doing and how I can get to where they're at.
Yeah, and people judge people off of one picture. Like, you don't know how they got there. Like when people like say when you graduate from college or something, they got a degree and maybe you have a degree under that or high school or whatever. You don't know what it took for them to get there. You don't know the struggle. You don't know anything. So you're just basing or competing yourself off of someone's picture that you don't even know.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And people will time consume about that and talk about that with their friends. Like, oh, you seen so-and-so do this, so-and-so do that. But it's not positive talk. It's a waste of time. So, yeah, time, you just don't have time to waste. I don't.
So you said you created it out of like basically a trying time in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that people need to seek out help before they go ahead and do something of that nature, or should they just jump out and do it?
It depends. Like me, I'm a social worker, so I know like the signs or whatever, and I help people like with their problems in a community setting. So I knew like before I needed to go to like therapy or reach out to like my parents or like my best friend or something, that I needed to find like a hobby to keep me busy, because my work is always going to keep me busy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm in social work because I love what I do and I love helping people, and I can still do that, but I need to take care of myself.
Okay.
So, yeah. But I think you should always reach out. If you feel like you're at a breaking point and you have no one to turn to, reach to a professional, you know, resource. If you think like your friends can help you, or even your family members and stuff like that, that's what professionals are there for. And a lot of jobs will, you know, pay for that too. And there's free resources everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's a good question.
I think that you know, people get prideful and they don't want to reach out for help. Any type of help, so they think that they need to either man up or woman up in
Yeah.
that situation and try to just do it on their own.
Yeah, but that's okay to a certain point. Like, I think that no one gets anywhere on their own. Like, I get everyone like, oh, I'm independent. I do this all on my own. Yeah, you do. But if you didn't have that job that employs you to get that check, how would you be able to do it? You know what I mean? Like, there's always a sense of community somewhere.
Okay.
That's what I think. Like, even though, I work, I do this and that on my own. I started Soul Health on my own, but it wouldn't get anywhere without people shouting it out, without people wanting to come and be interviewed. You know what I mean? So it's not I'm doing it on my own. That's why I always say we on my posts. Like, it's me posting. People always laugh like, who is we?
Yeah.
But it's not about me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I started it for me, but I see that other people need it and they gravitate toward it. So I always say we are doing because it's a community movement. Yeah.
I mean, we could be the movement total. It don't have to be you.
True, exactly. Yeah. But so I can hire like a graphic person to control my social media.
Yeah. But you
We're
tried
getting there. So.
to bring out the hour executive producer today. There ain't no
We're
we
our
here.
community.
So you and I and that person over there controlling the camera.
We'll talk about that later.
It's her power.
Our executive producer.
No.
But yeah.
So, as far as fitness and health goes, you started it off for yourself, but now you've branched off basically almost into a consultant type role.
Yeah.
Is that what you would consider it?
That word, consultant. Yes and no. Like, I always say it's like more of an accountability type of program and movement because sometimes people can have a hard time holding themselves accountable.
Okay.
That's what I think. I had a hard time holding myself accountable when I really was serious about fitness and I really wanted to change it. And I had a problem. I was like, well, my schedule's weird, so I have to get up in the morning.
Right.
In order to hold myself accountable, I would post on social media every time I went to the gym in the morning or every time I ran outside in the dark streets in Pittsburgh in the morning. Like, I would post a picture because it would motivate me to keep myself accountable. And now I go to the gym in the morning versus at night when I can the most time.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, that's one way to keep, yourself accountable. So I always say it's like an accountable movement. I always say, like, I'm starting to implement like 1 hour a day. So like working out for 1 hour a day, giving yourself that 10% of time.
Okay.
Like, you give everyone else and everybody else, all of you during the day, and then you go home and you're tired and you go to sleep or you're just scrolling, or you're Netflixing, Huluing, Fire Sticking, whatever. Where did you put your real time in for yourself?
Yeah.
Like self-care. So I use that for fitness for 10%. So that helps me keep myself accountable. Like, okay, I worked, I did this, I did that. But did I work out today? Because that's my form of self-care. So like 1 hour a day, that's 10%.
Yeah.
1 hour out of 24 hours. Like, if it's important to you and you want to say, oh, I want to get fit or I want to be able to be more active or be around longer, 1 hour a day. So.
And I know fitness is a big stress reliever for me.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a lot of weight in the past couple of years, but really it helped me out mentally.
Mentally, yeah.
And emotionally.
It's
really.
amazing.
Because you see the results and you'll start to see, I can really do this and I can keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And this can take my mind off of everything else that was happening to
Exactly.
today.
And you won't want to go back. Like, if you're losing weight and you're like on this journey and you might have a couple slip ups here and there, but overall you're not going to want to go back to how it was, because it will be even harder for you to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's another way to keep yourself accountable. Like, hey, I got all this weight off, I'm doing this and doing that, I'm buying the right foods, and eating healthy is expensive. Like, I think of anything to hold myself accountable. Buying healthy food is expensive. I pay a gym membership, so every time that hits my account, and I ain't been to the gym in a little bit, I go to the gym. I'm like, okay, Planet Fitness got their $20, so I'm getting my 10%. Like, anything to keep myself accountable, I do it, yeah. That's a good point. And it is mental. Like, if you have headaches and stuff like that, working out releases endorphins.
Yeah.
And it helps to bring positivity into your brain. So whether you're taking like ibuprofen when you have a headache, if you go for a walk or for a run or something and like turn off like TV things that cause those headaches, you will feel better.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
Money plays a big factor in eating healthy.
Yeah, money does.
Yeah.
But you can also, I think you can also eat well on a budget.
Okay.
And if like money is a problem, there's also like different free resources out there that provide fresh produce for the people, that provide fresh food and like vegetables and fruit, because they want to see the community being healthy even though like they're on a budget.
Yeah.
So I take advantage of everything I can. And then free like recipes and menus on like Pinterest, Facebook, like using all of these free resources to work, but make your budget work because we're on a budget.
So you also do meal planning though for your clients as well, is that correct?
Not right now. No one has asked me yet. But if they did, I would definitely be open to it. But I got my meal prepping skills from my mom because she used to she still meal preps, but even when we were growing up, she would eat like her food and she would make us whatever we ate. And I'm like, why would she do that? But that was part of her routine. And eating is over half of the battle. So when I started to get serious about fitness, I was like, I have to start really watching what I eat. And I'm not really cutting out anything too crazy, but I'm not having like huge portions. Like if I want a bag of chips or something, I'm gonna get like a little bag. I don't get a value size, party size, and be in my bed crunching, but I just went to the gym. You know what I mean? It's just reverse. So I'm like, I watch what I eat and see how much I spend, and it helps me save money because I don't eat out.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna, deprive myself if I want Chick-fil-A or something or a milkshake. I'm going to get it and not feel guilty about like, oh, I'll work this off later. I will, but I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to deprive and talk negative about what I'm, choosing to buy.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You must be trying to not feel guilty today because you didn't touch any of the wings.
I'm going to eat these wings, but I'm in a conversation right now. But I am going to eat these wings, but I'm not going to feel bad about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and I had my bomb salad earlier, but see, that's balanced though. Same time.
Yeah.
So I think balance is key with everything.
I feel you. Yeah. And you mentioned your mom. I see you and your mom work out a lot.
Yeah, that's my bestie. She's awesome. And she helps me keep accountable.
Okay.
So even when I'm like, I don't feel like going to the gym, she's like, come on, we gotta slap. Like, she'll be coming with the name Soul Health Chronicles.
Okay.
I had some other name. It was kind of trash.
What was it?
I don't even remember.
Whatever.
Like, I really don't remember like that. I think it was only 2 words. I can't remember, but it just didn't click. And she was like, oh, you should put something about like health in it, even though it's not just about like nutrition and stuff like that, but overall being healthy in your life. So I was like, that's cool. But now I don't remember.
You remember.
But no.
Discover your fitness with Sean too.
That's too long.
I know it's something wrong.
But no, so she helps me, be accountable.
Yeah.
So even if I don't work out with her, she'll text me a picture like, oh, I just got done walking or anything like that.
That's
so,
good.
And who you're around is a good motivator too. Like, you are people that are around you reflect off you.
Okay.
So I think whether it doesn't matter how many times you're around them, but if you're around them and you get a good feeling and you're like positive and things like that, I want to stay around those type of people. So it's family, friends, job, career, anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's my mom. She's awesome.
Do you often share like pictures or videos with people to help them get up and go to work out?
What you mean?
Like your friends
Like
or your
life.
clients, you're like, oh, I'm out here working out. Like you said,
Oh,
your mom
yeah.
shared pictures.
That's the part of the accountability. Like I'll have people like text me a picture when you go to the gym.
Right.
Or if you're in your house and your kids sleep and you can't go to the gym, while they're asleep, go in the living room and do the workout that you just paid for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like holding yourself accountable. That 1 hour.
Right.
1 hour. And even if you have to break it up, like 30 minutes in the morning before I go to work, whatever, 30 minutes at night, 30 minutes on my lunch break, whatever to break it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you'll feel better especially if you made the plan at the beginning of the week to do it.
Right.
Cross that off your list, and once you cross it off, you'll feel good. You'll want to keep doing it because you're holding yourself accountable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I do. I don't really like the camera. I used to hate video and stuff like that, but I'm like, that's what helps people to see, the transformation and the motivation in this day and age.
Yeah.
So you just gotta get over yourself and use, the camera, like Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So tell the viewers about Slay with Tay.
So Slay with Tay are group workout sessions that I have for women right now. I might open it up to men. I'm really not sure yet because I'm really all about women empowerment. I mean, I love, fellas. They really support, but right now it's just for women. But we'll see. But it's just for group workout sessions for women. I got some donated space at a park in Pittsburgh. So I'm able to do classes throughout the week and then 2 Saturdays a month every summer now. Which is awesome. So women will come out and we do like boot camps, or if they want to work on like a specific part of their body, it's 1 hour 10%,
Okay.
1 hour a day.
Yeah.
And it's like a community. Like I'm really big on community and empowering. Like that's just my life.
Right.
I don't know how it became that way. I don't know if it's the way I grew up, and I'm around women. I have like 7 aunts and 1 uncle, so I'm around women all the time. Where I work is a women-based organization, so I was like, that only made sense to be driven towards women. So, so it's awesome. I love it. Yeah. Slay with Tay is awesome. Yeah.
So you mentioned possibly opening it up for men as well, but you also mentioned like when you're running around dark alleys in Pittsburgh or dark streets in Pittsburgh. Do you feel like there are too many creepy men out there, like when women are working out? Because I hear women say that all the time, like there's a lot of creeps out there.
I mean, there's a lot of creeps any gender. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But if you're coming, like, men will come to me and ask, like, if I put up a flyer, and it did, like, one time the flyer didn't specify men or women, so someone asked, like, oh, is it for men? Like, I'll be there. And I was like, chill, this one isn't. But it happened more than once. I was like, well, maybe once a month I can do a co-ed one, because, like, the movement is about fitness for anybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I think just women are more comfortable and less self-conscious around other women, but at the same time, some women are not, and they'll compare themselves next. So it's like, I don't know.
I mean, you can't have people box you in. If that's your creative space,
but my creative
space
is for women.
Right,
but I think a part of like my fitness thing is for men and women, because I work out like solo. I work out with men and women workout partners.
Yeah.
So, and they're, you know, I mean, they're not creepy. They really push you, whether they're men or women. So I might do like a once a month thing, just on the Slay with Tay aspect.
Okay.
But like the one-on-one coaching and stuff is just strictly for women. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I mean, there are creeps everywhere. I see creeps in Planet Fitness a lot. There was actually one time I was working out and I was doing the ab machine, and some girl just stood in front of me and she's just smiling like. And I'm like,
it could be, it could be creepy, but they could be motivated by what they see you working on. It's like people are always going to stare. Do you know what I mean? But you can tell what is a stare creep, or what is like, hey, I see you working, like, and, you know, I'm staring a little too long. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't do that really. But I catch it all the time. Like, people, like, you walk by and someone's, oh, like, they see, you know, if you, I go to the gym at the same time every day, and I see the same people. Right. And over, like, a couple months, I'll see their transformations and stuff, and they'll see mine. So we'll, like, look at each other like, you know, what's up? But I ain't gonna look like, like, you're staring at you, like, on the treadmill. That's creepy. You know what I mean? So
they'll look at your time on the treadmill and everything.
But I'm like, use that as motivation. If you want to see me running 20 minutes, you know, you're starting, you know, you're walking or whatever, then use my time to motivate you if that's what you want to get done. Yeah. But staring is just, it's gonna waste your time. Because I keep doing what I'm doing. I don't think you're staring or not looking at them. Yeah. But I mean, creeps are everywhere, so you gotta be mindful.
Do you communicate with people at the gym though? Like,
I do.
Speak to them? Okay.
I do. Like, I'm weird. Like, back when I was younger, I used to always speak to people. Okay. Like, I would people walk past you in the hallway, or like on the elevator, or like walking down a hallway or something. I used to always say hi. But then I got into like a weird place with myself, and I would just not say hi to people. Yeah. And I'm like, that is not me. Like, I'm that awkward person that says hi to break the ice, and that makes somebody's day. So when I walk into, I say hi to everyone in the locker room. I'm like, hey girl, blah blah. When I'm taking my selfie in the mirror, I'm like, hey, you know, if you want to be in this photo, back up. But I think it's because the gym is a community, right? You know what I mean? So, and that's like where I get a lot of interaction with people is at the gym, or if I go to like a park or something like that, I speak to everyone. And a lot of my friends do that, so it rubs off on me. I'm like, why are you speaking to that person? But not, it just breaks the ice, and we're humans. That's what we're here to do, is to talk to each other and ask people how they're doing, instead of acting like they don't exist. Right. Like, I think that's weird to me. So,
I think communication plays a big role in everything that you do. Mm-hmm. You know, off topic, since we're talking about communication, I had this discussion recently with people. I was in a text message group, and I was going back and forth with somebody, and we kept saying LOL after every statement that we had. But how do you feel about when people put LOL? Do you think they really are laughing out loud?
No, I think when people put LOL, they're trying to be nice. Okay. So if like somebody's like, oh, y'all want to do something tonight, and you're the person that don't want to do it, like, oh, I might come out LOL. It's like, I'm not coming out. Right. That's it. People are like, oh, you got an attitude, or like, nah. But I'm not laughing though.
Right.
So why am I going to put LOL? People do that just to like smooth the ice. But if you're in a group chat and people know you and stuff, I think they should know. You know, I mean, like like how you communicate.
Right.
But some people can't help it. Like they really will type LOL like it's a period at the end of every sentence. Every sentence. Like, good morning, LOL. Why is that funny?
Because I think there's some tension there. You know what I mean?
But if I text you good morning, I'm not putting LOL. But people will really like, good morning, LOL. Have a good day,
But
LOL.
you know why people do that sometimes? Say I texted you a few times, you didn't respond. And then the next time I'm like, good morning, LOL. It's like, okay, I'm letting you know there's some tension here. But I'm still letting you know to have a good morning.
But if you didn't get a response the first time, just wait for them to text you back. And then when they text you back, be like, oh, that's what's up, LOL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people, but it all depends on the situation in that, like, relationship or group chat or whatever.
Yeah.
But, nah. Mm-mm. But no, people use that. People abuse that.
They
Like,
do.
that and okay.
I'm not a fan of that LOL when they put all
What
that.
does
like
that even mean? Laughing? Like I'm really laughing
like
out
they keep
loud?
laughing out loud.
Just put LMA.
Or why don't they just put the...
Or the emoji.
That's what I said.
There's levels though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like LOL. Like that's way too much.
Right. Yeah.
That's just way too much.
So I'm gonna take a bite of this wings because I ain't eat anything all day.
Do you think?
That's a long day.
I'm gonna drink this wine.
So what type of wine do you typically drink?
So I love dry red wine. So I'm always drinking. Called Apothic.
Okay.
Red, dark, Crush, Inferno. It's an Apothic, like that's the brand or whatever. It's the best. It's the best dry wine. It's not expensive. You can get like a little 3-pack at the gift, like as a gift at Wine and Spirits. Oh. But no, I love it. Yeah, Apothic, and I do. I just started drinking Primal Roots. It's either Primal Roots or Primal Root. That and a drink or a wine called Ménage à Trois.
I do like that. Yeah.
So it's like my go-tos. Like, I'm trying to get different wines and stuff like that, and I do like this one. I like this bottle. So, but yeah, mostly Apothic.
Yeah, I tried different wines.
There's another one called Dark Horse that I had.
Okay.
And it was real, but it was a little too bitter.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But I love wine. It keeps me chill and wine's the way.
You only did red wine though?
Red wine. White wine gives me a headache.
Okay.
I don't know if it has too much sugar.
Yeah.
And it has a lot more calories versus like red wine. Like, I think that's why they don't put like the calories and sugar on liquor because it's crazy high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I Google stuff. So like Moscatos and stuff like that are like the yellow and like white are really high in sugar and calories. It's crazy. And they don't really like, I don't know, they just give me a headache. Like, they don't really give me smooth. I feel like I gotta take like 4 glasses to get compared to 1 glass of this.
Okay.
So, it's just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, red's the way.
I like white wine. I like Moscato. But I definitely prefer red wine.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode I will have white wine. I don't want.
Oh damn! I'm glad I'm on this one then. I would have to cancel. So I'm kidding.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's cool. I'm gonna be classy. But yeah, I mean, white wine's cool. Like people, like what they like. Some people who love white hate red wine.
Right.
Like a lot of people I know that they're just like, it's too bitter. Like it's just, like, but I try some different things. But yeah.
So what's next for Soul Health Chronicles?
So what's next? So I'm gonna officially get certified soon to be like a group fitness instructor. Right now it's just not a hobby, but it's like I'm trying to like grow that craft. So that's why I do the classes and stuff like that. But eventually I want to become actual group fitness instructor so I can like part-time go to different gyms and different like facilities and teach classes for women. So that's like my professional goal for Soul Health, and I want to continue to grow like with interviews. I eventually want to turn my interviews into a podcast just because it's more accessible and it's difficult to like connect with people like on camera, like their schedule and things like that. So, and I don't always want to use my space, so a podcast I can just do that. And I think I have a pretty great voice for a podcast, so that will be coming probably like in the fall. I gotta really learn the podcast game. really.
Okay.
So I want to be like Joe Budden in the future. But yeah, so podcast, group fitness instructor, and then continuing to teach group workout classes in the meantime. And I have an accountability coaching program where I work with women one-on-one to help them prioritize their fitness goals in their schedule. Because people always say, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. But they're saying, oh, I want to get fit, I want to do that, I want to lose this, I want to gain that there. I can help you find the time. You know what I mean? Time is a luxury that we take advantage of so much. But if you really look at your schedule and you're like, oh, you know, what do you do from when you wake up to when you go to sleep? And you have all these extra hours when you're Netflixing, when you're scrolling on your phone. That's an hour.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That's an hour, whether it's like working out, whether it's source of self-care, or whether it's like just prepping your week or like your business or whatever you're trying to do. So I started to do that like 3 months ago. So that's pretty new. And then just continue to make workout challenges for women. Just like a fun, like active thing to do, whether you're at home or at the gym or outside. A lot of like toning things I'm gonna do. So I make a new like toning kit, like a booty building kit. People always ask me about like how to build their butt. And I'm like, I know how. I'm gonna show you how. So go to soulhealthchronicles.com to learn how. But yeah, so you know what I mean? Giving people what they want and doing what I want and figuring out how to blend those together. Yeah.
So earlier you mentioned women empowerment. Are there certain women outside of your mom that inspire you on a daily basis? Or they don't have to be a daily basis, it can just be period.
Like overall?
Yeah.
My mom, of course. A lot of women in my family, like I said, I have 7 aunts.
Yeah.
And I grew up, my family's very, very close. So I see my family probably like once a week. It's crazy, but I'm grateful for it. Some people don't even have that luxury. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of my aunts inspire me. My close friends, like they're all kicking butt in everything they do. Whether I see them like once a month or every 6 months, or some of my friends that don't even live here, but they're all women and they're just really trailblazing what they want to do. Issa Rae, and Issa Rae. And then where I work, I work at a women-based organization that's all about empowering women. And my team that I work for and work with really do that on a daily basis.
That's good.
So like we do that with each other. We really pour into each other, whether it's at work or what we want to do outside of work. And I think that's inspiring because a lot of women don't have that. And they're like my mentors. I remember 2 years ago I was wondering like, how can I find a mentor in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is.
You know what I mean? Someone that's not like, it's just hard. It can be difficult. So when I landed the job that I have now, and I was like, wow, they really listen and really want to pour into you, and you know, take from you because you're there to work. But it's like a balance to where you don't feel like you're underappreciated. So those women are amazing, and that's like 3. I work with 3 women, but then we empower women on a day-to-day basis. So that's like my life, just growing up around women, working in a women environment, and then soul health. So yeah, it's a good question.
So you mentioned mentoring and how it's hard to find. It is hard to find a mentor, just seeking out one. For example, when I was in college, I took for granted people that came into my life as mentors, and I didn't really take in the lessons they were trying to teach me early on. Not even thinking about the fact that they probably went through the things that I'm going through right now. Now, being within the church a lot, I take into everything that my mentors actually tell me now. So it is important to have mentors, whether they're a couple years older than you or 50 years older than you.
Yeah, and even if like you can't necessarily find a mentor yet, like I use, I don't want to say social media, but I filter out what and who I follow and stuff like that. So I follow very inspirational and motivating pages, whether men or women, and that's a motivator for me. You know what I mean? Like I know Issa Rae can never be my mentor, but I see her growth, and not yet, but I see her growth and everything like that, and that's inspiring for me to do like it my own way. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So like that, and then people, you know, my day-to-day life, and I don't always say like a mentor, but sort of like a peer relationship, friendship, like to where they're either on the same level as you or even higher than you, and you can pour into each other. If you don't, it's draining, and it's like a one-way street. So I think that's really important, you know, branching out and growing your network.
Yeah.
So
why Issa Rae though?
mean, why not?
Oh.
She's awesome. Not even that, but just like if you see her story from the beginning, not her story, like it's not like a 60-minute episode, but if you see her like story from the beginning, if you read her book, just seeing like she literally works with people that she is around on a day-to-day basis, aka her friends, her like colleagues, people she went to college with, like she's growing with people that are around her instead of trying to reach out to those that are higher than her.
Okay.
Like that, I think that is a gold mine. Like if I know you're doing something great and we can benefit from each other, why wouldn't we collaborate?
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I really like how she does that with whether it's her show or when she started her web series, Awkward Black Girl, it's on YouTube, and she just grows from it.
Okay.
Like she just grows from it. She has a production company. It's just inspiring, and she's really about people of color having a voice in media, a positive voice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not necessarily like a ratchet voice. Do you know what I mean? There's like levels. She's on that level, so it's inspirational. Yeah.
She's dope. I'm a fan of Insecure.
Yeah, I needed to come back, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, you know, it's just positive vibes I get from her. I didn't even met her yet.
So on Wings and Wine, we do ask how you like the wings and how you like the wine.
I gotta eat wings.
Yeah, you got.
Alright, let me eat a wing real quick. Alright. I need some hold music. So. These are seasoned good. These are just dry seasoned wings.
Yeah, it's 2 dry season wings is what it's called.
These are bomb. But when you said 2, I thought you meant I was getting 2 wings. And I didn't want to text back like, I'm going to be hungry. But I was like, I just had 2 dry, but then it said 4 or 6. I don't know. I was just like, all right, I'm going to just be prepared. But no, these are good.
So you would give them, so we do, you going to give it an A or an A?
I'm going to give it an A.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's a classy one.
What about the wine?
Oh, I love the wine.
Yeah.
I love wine, so. Any red wine.
I, ain't gonna
I
say
like
anything.
this bottle. You should put like flowers in it, but no, yeah, those are good. I'm gonna take these to go too. I hope you got a to go box for me
I might.
with some ranch or something.
It's not in a container though. It's not Tupperware.
What you gonna give me there? A plastic.
I'm gonna give you a to-go box.
But no, these are good. I'm gonna have to stop there.
You know, black people don't like bring it back Tupperware.
I'm clean of that. No shame. For my meal prep, so that's what. But no, these are good.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's good. So,
Stop in there.
basically, I wanted to bring you on here because I do see what you're doing with Soul Health Chronicles, and I think it's a big thing going on. And you may not see how great it actually is right now, but it actually is a big deal.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Thank you.
I think people get caught up a lot of times in the views and the likes and everything like that. But what you're doing is really serving the community, it's serving women, and you have a positive mindset about it all the time. That's like what your vision is, that's your focus is.
All right.
And you were a big inspiration to me on starting this show.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tiff.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, like, I never look at, like, likes or views or followers because that can really get you caught up and make you lose sight of what you're doing.
Right.
But I always know, too, that everyone's not on social media at the same time. So I use, like, my networks at work or family, anyone to, like, branch out and always talk about what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even, like, the numbers don't reflect the progress.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, those numbers will come, that stuff will come, but as long as people are getting, like, inspired, empowered, and motivated to, like, make being active a goal and a priority to them, then I'm, doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
I feel like that's really what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I can't explain it. Like, that's why I couldn't get it out of my mind when I first wanted to start. I'm like, I'll wait. I'm like, no, it's time to do it now.
Yeah.
The time is now. If you wait next month, or I don't have enough money for this and that, you're never going to feel like you have enough money. You're never going to feel like you have enough time.
Yeah.
And the more and more you go back and forth, you're wasting time, which is a luxury that we just don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
So I put all my time into everything that I want to do and give it 110%. So I appreciate it.
And chasing after money whenever it's something creative, you often lose sight of
creativity
your
doesn't
vision.
equal money.
Right.
You don't need money to make a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need money to make like a big change and impact. You can use your voice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's other powerful ways to do things than money.
Right.
That's what I think. So, and you're never going to have enough to, like, oh, I'm ready to start this business. I have all this capital.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
No. That's, you know what I mean? Build with who you know and who you know, want to connect with and stuff like that. And then move up from there.
Right.
That's, that's always been my mindset. So,
That's good.
yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out today. Before you leave, we do allow you to plug your business or whatever you have going on or whatever you have coming up in the next few weeks or whatever.
Okay.
But I'm only giving you 20 seconds to do that, so you got to talk fast.
Toastmasters?
Talk to the viewers.
Okay.
Don't talk to me. So, my executive producer, Brent, he's going to go ahead and put the timer on. NBA gives you a 24-second shot clock. This ain't the NBA. So you got 20 seconds.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you know when to start. Go.
So you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Soul Health Chronicles. You can check out my website, soulhealthchronicles.com. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soul Health Chronicles by Shante. And I have a group workout session on July 6th at 10 a.m. at CKB Suites. It's $10. And you don't have to pre-register.
Time! So that is the second episode of Wings and Wine. I want to thank you for viewing. You can follow me at Cindy Needs Me on everything. You can follow Shante at Soul Health Chronicles on everything. And you can follow my executive producer Brent at nah_Brent. I'm going to put everything in writing just in case y'all are viewing this and not just listening to it because it's not a podcast. But thank you. You all have a great night.